Aquarius, it's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. You know, I love all the signs, but I realized that I do have a soft spot for you guys. I think because I just grew up with Aquarians and I love my family, and so I just feel, I get you guys. I feel connected to you. So don't tell anyone. Shh. I'm playing favorites. I hope you're doing well. So reading for Aquarius people for October 2017. I'm using my Arthurian Legend, my favorite tarot deck, because it's, you know, it's like I have this special relationship with this deck. It's been through a lot of things with me. Let's put it that way. It's like a good friend that knows all your best friend that knows all your secrets, right? Ooh, whoa, okay. So I went to pull the deck off the bottom, the card off the bottom of the deck, because sometimes holding that big card just gets, after I'm doing tons of readings in a row, hurts my hands. Especially I'd broken this finger. I pulled the beautiful Justice card, but right under it is this fabulous Tower card. If you had been through a tumultuous situation, a shakeup of some kind, whether you experienced it directly or you were affected by it peripherally or something, wrongs are going to, I always say that, wrongs are going to be made right. Things are going to be brought into balance. Validate, this card for me is about validation too. It's like, if something went on and you're gonna somehow find out or hear about, or maybe if you never were promised a raise and it never happened, like maybe that manager is going to be fired and you're gonna say, hey, you know, they did this and someone's gonna come in and be like, well, I'm gonna make that happen because that's, you know, this company has integrity and that we don't support that type of behavior. In some way, something that you dealt with that maybe you didn't feel supported about is validated in some way, and you're like, you know, and it's not like you're being spiteful or revenge, you trying to get rid, like, yeah, they got theirs, karma, you know, but it's like, man, you know, it really felt good to hear that because I had a lot of anxiety and worry and stress, and that just didn't ever set well with me. And I felt misunderstood or not heard or misrepresented. And so it's nice to, you know, to have that validation. There's nothing wrong with, you know, it's like, oh, I'm not crazy, or I'm not crazy about that. So let's look at some of the other cards. Yeah, for some of you, there was some sort of conflict that I think you felt maybe someone was just plain lying, or you had to draw a line in the sand for a very good reason, and someone else made it look like you were totally unreasonable and difficult and really was like going around town talking shit about you. This has happened to me. If it sounded like I'm getting a little worked up about it. And they just don't know the whole story. So it's like, don't get sucked into it. Don't try to go around and don't let someone else drag you down to their level. But it's had caused a lot of mental anguish. But that's changing. It's changing because something's coming out. And it's not anything that you need to put into motion. You just need to keep to yourself. No, you know what's going on. State the facts. So some of you may be in court. Just state the facts. Keep the emotions out. You will have your turn to say. And so I think for some of you, this could be a court case that is turned in your favor. And it's like, it sucked you had to go through it. You didn't want to go through it. It was nothing that you were interested in being a part of. But it was nice to have a third party make a decision, hear both sides, and validate that, you did indeed do the right thing. You were not the person um, causing the issue. And so it's really interesting. I don't know this it's funny. Okay, these are like my favorite cards. I don't know the Arthurian legend that well. I mean, of course I know who King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and Merlin, but I don't know it really well. So I don't even know how to say this guy's name. Because I'm sure it's like Celtic or something. I'll pronounce it. But here, this card's his penance. Isn't that interesting? So it's like someone's getting theirs and it's not you. And so let's leave that at that. Just want to see these other ones. Yeah. Some of you, it could be a divorce case that's being settled. And just the Ten of Cups. So, sometimes this happily ever after card, we get married to people and we stay with people, or we feel committed to people that we really shouldn't be committed to, or situations, could be work situations, could be friendships, anything that we are committed to because we think that's what we're supposed to do. Society tells us we need to get married and stay married because divorce is frowned upon. It's wrong. You commit to someone forever. It's like, well, not if they're abusive. Not if she, has issues she's not getting help with and is screaming, yelling, and raging, and your home life is really upsetting and stressful and abusive. Whatever. We can give you a million different reasons why, but not if your boss takes all the credit for your work, and you know what I mean, or whatever the situation is. I have to be careful that our hopes and dreams are realistic and what we want, and not just what society tells us we want. So some of you may have gotten in a relationship, a marriage, some sort of situation because you felt like, oh, I'm doing the right thing. This is what society tells us to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. And then I'm supposed to, commit myself 100% and give of myself to the point where you're like, wait a minute, this is not a healthy situation. And honestly, with my divorce, it wasn't until recently that I didn't have a lot. I had the support of my parents, and I have a wonderful, I'm telling you, Aquarius is my favorite. Both my parents are Aquarians. They supported me, but they didn't make me feel good about it necessarily. They didn't go out of their way. They sort of questioned, I could tell. And again, I love them more than anything in the world, and they're wonderful, wonderful. But they finally saw the true colors came out. Let's just put it that way. I've been going through a lot I haven't shared with you guys. The true colors of that relationship came out. And that was sort of my justice moment, where it was like I finally, it wasn't me. It wasn't just me. I wasn't making this stuff up. I wasn't being overly dramatic. This was not an okay situation. Where are you spending your energy? If you're always trying to manage a difficult person, whether it's in your home life, your family, your work situation, a friendship, and it's just where are the places in your life where all your energy is going out and you're not getting recharged? It's just like a constant bottomless pit of just sucking the life out of you. And you gotta, like, where do I have the energy to spend my energy doing something that's positive and happy? And so looking at those things. But so whatever that is, you're gonna have to let go of, and you're going to get some sort of validation, whether it's something you let go a long time ago, like, I really feel there's been something that made me feel sort of bad about that, or maybe I didn't do the right thing. And you're going to be like, without a shadow of a doubt, you did the right thing. Time to move on. And so you're kind of processing all of this. Like, you still need, once you have that validation, you still need to heal. You still need to chill, to lay low, to put things together in your mind so that you really are refreshed and have recharged to move forward and to put your focus and energy. And it's like, this is letting go of the resentment and taking forward the wisdom and the lessons and the experience that you've learned from this situation. Some overall cards. Oh my God. This is awesome, guys. Ace of Shields and Ace of Cups. A new emotional beginning, a new beginning. So maybe some of you have had to, it's like your cup is full again. You're recharged. That the sucking of energy has stopped. Like, you were finally able to feel good again, to have a new emotional beginning, to be ready to move forward. So this is sort of an overall and future card. And you're making some real practical, healthy, positive changes. So moving, a new health routine, really getting on top of your health, where you live, how you earn your money. These two cards together, it's like the universe is just opening up and rewarding you for taking this situation and sort of coming back into balance. And some people have like a tower situation happen to them and only move forward feeling sorry for themselves and with resent and blame and anger. And you were able to see that the tower happened because that situation was faulty. It wasn't sustainable. It wasn't authentic. And you learned a lot about yourself. You learned a lot about it's all about you. I mean, how did I get into the situation? Why was I in it? What could I have done to make it better? Could I have made it better? Maybe I could have just gotten out of it sooner. It's all about learning from it, gaining the wisdom, letting go of examine what you could have done better, what you could have done differently, and say, well, I learned that lesson now, and now I'm going to move on, and I'll make some new mistakes, but I got that, and it's okay. That's what life's about, and I'm going to move on and feel good about things. And you're just like, I am so ready for new beginnings. You just feel like lighter and like you just have like this zest for life, and you're ready to just start new. Time for something new, time to move on. So sailing out of October on a high and in a really, really good, healthy place. So thank you, Aquarius. I hope you have a great month. Bye.